Hey guys, it's me, 80s from 144. So welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, guys, we'll be doing a quick match reactions to both Netherlands and Argentina. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. This should be around 10 minutes. We'll talk about 5 minutes for each match, hopefully. So if you're new around here, considering that like button, also hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the World Cup as we continue the World Cup coverage. Okay, so let's start with the first game, which we have here is Netherlands versus USA. Now, before this game, I said this game would be a close game. I don't think it'll be a huge disparity in the teams. And despite the fact that Netherlands did win the game in a rather, comfortable fashion, I do feel as though that the USA did put up a good game. I don't think the Netherlands really outplayed the USA. I just think that the Netherlands just had a more mature approach. I think they were just more calm-headed. As for the US, I think they were a bit too chaotic. And I look at what Berhalter did with the starting 11. He started off with Walker Zimmerman and Tim Ream. Greg, if you want to actually establish consistency and longevity, you need a chemistry. You cannot change a center back partnership ahead of a crucial game. See, if this was let's say we were in France's position, right? Let's say we had beaten Wales and England, then I can understand you afford to rotate against Iran, right? Because we were already through as group winners, but that's not the case. This is a knockout game. You don't just change your center back partnership for no reason, and it's not like Cameron Carter-Vickers was injured, right? He wasn't. He was perfectly fine, and I just don't understand what Greg was thinking when he did that. I just don't understand what Berhalter was thinking. Then he decides to start Jesus Ferreira, which I've said this before, guys. I never rated that guy. I think that guy is average at very best. He shouldn't even be in the roster. But the fact that he is in the roster is a huge indictment over the likes of Sabatiu and Ricardo Pepi. Okay, fair enough, he's a roster. Maybe be the third choice. But he's starting? I'm sorry. He shouldn't be starting for the U.S. And I get that Sargent probably would have started if he was fit. Obviously, I know Sargent is injured. But you could have tried Timothy Weah at striker. You could even done Gio Reyna at the false nine. You could have done anything else. But Jesus Ferreira just brings nothing to this team. I'm sorry. He cannot be a striker. Okay, he might be good at other positions, but he just isn't the guy for the striker position. He did absolutely nothing in this game. Okay? So, Berhalter, right from the get-go, you made some two changes. And then that Pulisic chance, man. Right 2 minutes in, USA had a golden opportunity to take the lead against the Dutch, to catch them off guard, and Pulisic got his chance saved. Now, it wasn't like a terrible shot. I do think it was a well-taken shot. I just think it was a great save. So I wouldn't really blame on Pulisic. I would just say that that's a really big chance. Then came Netherlands. Dumfries was cooking us. Guys, we made Dumfries look like prime Cafu. We made Dumfries look like Cafu, and for those that don't know, Cafu is one of the best Brazilian right backs of all time, and we made him look that good. Because I'll be honest with you guys, Dumfries is a very average player. The Dutch fans, Inter Milan fans, they've told me about him. I even seen it myself. This guy is average at very best. I remember when Barcelona played against Inter Milan in the Champions League. He should have got that penalty. That penalty should have been given, but that's beside the point. The point is that he was dribbling past your defense. He was excellent on the day, providing a nice pass for Memphis Depay, scored the opening goal of the game, and from that point on, it was just Dutch dominance. They were able to control the game. They pushed USA out wide. USA were not comfortable out playing out wide because a lot of USA, what they're known for is playing from the middle, and that's where USA really strives to their best, and where the Dutch were able to stifle out every opportunity the USA tried to carve out, right? And the USA were struggling, trying to create that goal, and they couldn't do it, right? They couldn't do it. So, the Dutch were resilient. Defensively, they were solid. And the second goal was scored by, once again, Daley Blind. Another pass into the box for Dumfries for Daley Blind. USA did have a decent opportunity with Timothy Weah getting his shot saved. But for the first half, man, USA were dreadful, man. Absolutely terrible. Yes, they might have got some shots. Yes, they had some decent opportunities. But at the end of the day, the Netherlands were just more clinical. And that's what I said in my preview, is that I don't really trust this USA team when it comes to scoring goals, right? And then the second half began. Berhalter finally gets a brain, and he finally realized that, hold up, guys, I actually need to bring on some changes. So he decides to bring on Gio Reyna for Jesus Ferreira, great change. Then he brings on Aronson and brings on DeAndre Yedlin. He brings on Jordan Morris, try to get that equalize, the goal. And we did eventually get the goal, which was a bit of a scrappy goal. Haji Wright, man, I'm sorry. He also shouldn't be in the roster, but he did get the goal very fortuitously. I mean, I don't know how he got that goal. It was very, very lucky, but the goal was given nonetheless. And then once again, the Dutch expose our once again. Daley Blind combines with Dumfries, and Dumfries scores to make it 3-1. And we knew from that point it was game done. I think from this game, I think you could see that how the manager battle was weird. I think you could see how Louis Van Gaal tactically outcoached Greg Berhalter. Greg Berhalter had no idea how to beat this Dutch team because their pressing and the way they played was very difficult to break down. And that's the reason why Louis Van Gaal is regarded as one of the best international coaches of all time. You know, and right now the Dutch have a very interesting task against Argentina, which we'll get into in a bit. But I just think for the Greg Berhalter, man, he clearly lost this battle right from the get go, in my opinion. And I just think that for me, some players defensively were terrible. Like Zimmerman was terrible today. Anthony Robinson, normally I really like Anthony Robinson, but I thought he was disappointing today. Adams for me was underwhelming. Pulisic was good. Pulisic's probably our only savior, to be honest. I'm not gonna even say Haji Wright was great for us, even though he scored. And I just think that for the U.S., man, it was a very disappointing game because I feel like for me, if you look at both squads, I think USA actually have a good squad compared to Netherlands. If you did a combined 11, I would actually put more USA players in the 11. But the fact of the matter is that the Netherlands are just more well coached. They have a better team. Maybe not better team, but they're well coached and they just know how to get the job done. And I'm looking at the Netherlands and Argentina game. Very interesting now. Very interesting. All right. Now let's talk about Argentina, guys. Argentina 2, Australia 1. I gotta say, man, Argentina were very good in this game. I think they definitely deserve to win. That said, though, I'm a bit kind of skeptical of Argentina still. Even though they won today, Messi was fantastic as usual, providing so many chances, getting so many assists, providing so many passes. And, scoring the first goal was a spectacular goal. It was a spectacular goal. The team, it was a great team play goal. Messi scored, and it was a huge, huge goal for the Albi Celeste. And this is also a big moment for him because this is his first knockout goal in the World Cup, which he has never done before in his previous World Cup. So he finally scored in the World Cup knockout stage. The second goal was scored by Julian Alvarez. It was a bit of a mistake from Matt Ryan. Rodrigo de Paul pressed him, and obviously Julian Alvarez was able to get the second goal. And Australia did get one consolation goal. It was a nice, great effort there. It took a deflection. I forgot who it took a deflection off. I have to look at that. But nonetheless, Australia did get a late consolation goal. Ultimately, though, it wasn't quite enough as obviously they had to, do it. And it was actually regarded as an Enzo Fernandez own goal, actually, interestingly enough. And yeah, as you just say for Argentina, man, look stats, 14 shots, 5 and 61% possession. They were so dominant. As for Australia, they just didn't have enough cutting edge. I think that's what let them down in the end. And yeah, it's a big, big goal for Messi, And so I think with this win, I think Argentina's looking good. It was actually Otamendi assist, actually, which is interesting. McAllister and Otamendi combined. And it was a great finish from Messi to beat Matt Ryan, who almost nearly saved it, to be fair. And I just think for Argentina, man, they got the job done. And the funny thing was Argentina, I'm still not really that impressed with how they play. But they're kind of similar to the Dutch, is that they just know how to get it done. They just know how to get it done, which makes that match really interesting. Netherlands versus Argentina coming up on next Friday. So it's going to be an interesting game. So I want you guys to comment down below any further thoughts on these two games. I was able to comment more on the USA game because obviously I extensively watched that. Whereas this one, I did watch, but I didn't really, put all that, so there wasn't really that much thoughts for me to say. So, there's that. So hope you guys did enjoy. I want you guys to comment down below your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, guys, if you're new around here into this channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like this video, enjoy, and comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. And give me your early takes on the Netherlands-Argentina game. Obviously, there'll be a preview for that probably on Wednesday. I'll probably do a preview for that by that time and so forth. So I hope you guys see you then. And make sure you guys like this video, enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and comment down below your thoughts. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.